like more? The OBS? Or the Squarebody? What's going on, everybody? Car Guy V8 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 1988 through 98 old body style GM trucks, and we're also going to be looking at the 1973 to 1987 GM square body trucks. Now both of these are GMC Sierras. You've got the 1992 model on the right and my 1979 model on the left, which I brought back from the dead after it had been sitting for many years. First off, we're going to take a look at the interior of my 1992 GMC Sierra, and this is actually a pretty poor example due to its metal dash. Basically, the previous owner went through the whole truck and took out as much weight as he could to increase the performance a little, and it worked. It actually worked really well. This is just a stock little 350 truck, TBI 350, but with all this weight out, it's quite a bit quicker than stock. Now, I have owned other OBS Chevys from the 88 to 94 year, which had the earlier style dash. And I will tell you, these rattle a lot. These door panels here, he put different door panels on it. The electric windows work, but this is out of a 4-door vehicle here. Little 5-speed truck. The interior on these is fairly comfortable. Nothing special, just basic 90s design. We do have some cubbies in the corners of each door. Now let's take a look at the interior of the 79 GMC Sierra. As you can see, I actually put some seats in it out of an OBS. It took a little bit of fabricating due to they don't make brackets to directly swap over these seats. But you can see they're the same stitching, same quality. They are comfortable seats. There's nothing quite like 90s cloth seats. You can see they are very similar. It's just this one's a full bench, and this one here is a 40-60 setup. And over here, we've got an aftermarket steering wheel that I put in. Nice cow hood up there. Horn actually works. Who would have thought? I've got some aftermarket gauges in here. The only real storage is the glove box and what you can keep behind the seats. There isn't door cubbies, or if you keep a little bin like that, you know, with lowering shackles and coolant, you know, that doesn't hurt. And just a spare brake cleaner rolling around while you drive, that helps. But honestly, this interior is a lot nicer than the 88 to 94. Even though this is cracked, there are practically no rattles in this truck other than what the cam makes, because the cam really does shake this truck really hard. So other than just the occasional rattle due to that, the interiors on these older trucks, they're just great. I love them. And I will say the 95 to 98 trucks, they have better interiors. I've owned a 97 before, but it's still nothing to write home about. Now let's take a look at these engines. Here we've got a basically stock TBI 350, missing the AC, missing something else on the accessory line, no fan, just an electric fan, Flowmaster 40 down there. Other than that, this thing is stock, no inner fender wells. Huge engine bay. It's easy to work on anything in this engine bay, and you could easily fit a big block in here. Now let's take a look over here at the 79, which this engine has some goodies on it. I built it except for the rotating assembly. This truck, I kept the inner fender wells spray painted black by yours truly. Beautiful, isn't it? Just kidding, that's ugly. Then you can see there's still a lot of room in this engine bay. This is a wider engine bay, so wide in fact that I can't reach the distributor without stepping on a step stool or up on a tire. And it's just a big engine bay. A big block would fit in here no problem as well. I will mention, the second the cold weather hits and it feels nice out here, I'm redoing all this wiring. I already made a couple looms for it, but there was several afterthought wires I had to put in, and that kind of just made it look ugly. And that will all be cleaned up within the next couple months. Now let's take a look at the bodies of both trucks. And pardon those mowers in the background. I swear, I wait to do one video and that's when everybody mows. But the body on this 92 Sierra and all 88 to 98 trucks, they look really good. They're almost overly simple if you look at them. Like, yeah, they've got a couple body lines going through them, but there's really not many curves. They're just a nice, hard body line. And they look good, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why people like them so much, because they're the last, in my opinion, they're the last of the trucks with real character, you know. They have character to them. They just look good, and you lower these, put a cow hood, an LS in them, like I know a lot of people do. They're pretty bad to the bone trucks. And finally, we have the Squarebody. In my opinion, the 73 to 80s look the best as a step side, and the 81s to 87s are the best as a fleet side. And there's just something about these trucks. The body lines, just everything about them. They're just simple, but they look incredibly good. Even when you get body damage on them. Like this one, the previous owner actually ran into this one night when he was drunk. And he did that right there. I've got another fender for it, but I haven't put it on just because to me it doesn't look bad enough to warrant it yet. With the 4 different colors of blue it's got, the red that the bed is painted, half black on the hood. This truck just has character. They just don't make them like this anymore. I think you can already tell which truck I like more, but it doesn't matter what I think. Let me know in the comments, which one of these trucks do you like more, the 73 to 87s or the 88 to 94s? And quick note, the 95 is the first year that these trucks on the right got airbags. So that's why the 88 to 94 is so sought after, because they are still simple and old school with no airbags. So I think that just leaves one thing left. Let me start them up from the inside, and I need to put them away anyway. Guys, thank y'all so much for watching, and stay tuned to this channel as I build this truck and as I continue building my 1978 Camaro, which is almost ready to run. Sneak peek, it's got a fresh 383 stroker in it, a turbo 400, a 3000 stall, and 456 gears in the rear. It is ready to run.